Today I'm working on an LG Flatron computer monitor. It's a model 27EA63V. This is my own workstation monitor, so I can't edit it until I fix this thing because it's just blinking on and off. And I'm sure it's a power supply problem. So let's crack it open. I was just sitting down to edit a video that I shot, and my computer monitor wouldn't turn on. Well, it turned on and it's flashing off and on. It'll start up and then shut down, start up and shut down, start up, shut down. And I thought it's got to be this. It's got to be this bloody thing. Cheap AC adapter. It's a the output is 19 volts, 1.7 amps, and it uses a different size plug. So it's not like I can just go and pick up a cheap little wall wart. This thing is a different voltage. It's a higher voltage, more like a laptop, but most of the laptops have a different size plug than that. And you notice this has got a little lip on here as well, this plug. So I guess I'm going to have to open this thing up and see if I can find out why it's not working. It's likely capacitors are bad in it. Hopefully it'll open up relatively easy and I can get into this thing and fix it and put it back together. Oh yeah, this one's going to open up real easy. As you can see, it's going to pop apart quite easy. There we go. I'm expecting to find bulging caps in this thing. In fact, I'll be quite surprised if they're not. Looks like they may have glued the board down into the bottom of the cabinet. Something to try and pry it out. There we go. Yeah, I think this cap here is, looks like this one might be bad to start. It's not bulging, but it just doesn't look great. They got a good size heatsink on this thing. There we go. Oh yeah, this one's bulging. You can see the top. The top of this one's popping. And there's probably more in here too. What is this? There's another transformer here, but is there another? What I can't see is I can't see whether there's anything else in there, whether it's just a transformer. Okay, it just looks like there may only be the one filter that's bad on this. Because that just looks like the transformer. Yeah, just one filter maybe. Yeah, it looks like just this one filter. Let's just change it and see whether that fixes my monitor. It is a 680 microfarad at 25 volts. Let's see what I've got while the soldering iron warms up. I don't have a 680, but I do have a 1000. It's a little bit taller. There might be enough room to squeeze that in here. It might fit. I got a 560, but as I said, I don't want to go down in size. I'd rather go up a bit. So negative is, or positive is to the edge here. We'll just heat this thing up and pop it out. I guess it might not hurt to clean the tip a bit and tin it. This is what happens when you forget and leave your iron on all day. And this tip doesn't owe me anything. It's been on for over a year. There's the old one. Should we measure this for ESR? It'll be, I'm sure, off the end of the scale. Yeah, 1 ohm. 680 at 25 volts. Well, it should be a 1000 to 0.08, and a 470 would be a 0.12, and this one here is coming up at 1.1. So yeah, this is shot. By comparison, we'll look at the new one here, and it's 0.00. So it's yeah, it's toast. And this monitor has been starting to act up for a while. I've been getting lines in the picture. I've just been putting up with them for a while. But when it won't turn on at all, it's time to replace it. I don't use this to look at. I don't use it as a grading monitor or anything. I have my plasma set that I use for my color grading and actually looking at images on. This is just my timeline, but it's a big one. It's a 28-inch monitor, and it's not that old. It's only a couple of years old, and it's not like it gets a lot of use. I'm not one of these people that leave my computer running day and night. I turn the computer off as soon as I'm done. Like, it'll run when I'm editing and when I'm uploading to YouTube, and as soon as I'm finished, it's shut off. Put this shield cover back on. Whatever that was for, I have no idea. Fit the board back in here and put the base on this back on. And it's probably not going to go quite together like it did before, because it's now we've got a little taller cap on it. So what we do when we fix these things is we just put a zip tie around it to hold it together. That way, if I ever need to get into it to fix it again, I just got to cut the zip tie and I'm in like Flynn. Okay, let's take this in, hook it up, and I'll show you if the monitor is working. Good chance it's going to work. Well, there we go. My monitor is once again working, delivering an excellent picture. That's the best I've seen this thing look in probably a year, because it had thin lines going across the screen there that were getting progressively worse. Obviously that filter cap failing. Of course, that monitor sits next to this one. This is my program monitor that I use for my editing. So when I'm editing, everything I see comes up on this, and my timeline comes up on this one. So if you got one of these crappy LG monitors and you got wavy lines through the picture, or in this case it did initially, and then it just got to the point where the red light would come on, it would flash on for a second, then go off, and then back on for a second, and then go off. If you got a crappy monitor that's doing that, then there's a good chance that's all it is. So crack that power supply open, change that one cap, and you're back in business. Thanks for watching.